What's up, fam? Welcome back to BigJohn's Backyard Fishing, giving honor to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Without him, none of these things are possible. Look, today is our maiden voyage of the new kayak, the PWR129. We're gonna see if we can't figure out the kinks. One of the things I noticed is that the rudder is real tight, so hopefully it'll loosen up and start coming all the way up. But that's what this is about, man. I'm at Mariner's Point. You know, it was kind of clear last time, so like I can get some good runs and just kind of figure out how this engine and the rudder and all those things work, so we can start putting more fish on the boat and fishing while we're moving. So I'm looking forward to this. So no need to prolong this thing. Let's do this.
You're red. Welcome back, man.
Welcome back to Reverend BigJohn Fishing. Welcome back to Reverend BigJohn Fishing.
Welcome back to Reverend BigJohn.
You know, I should give me a chalk or something. A chalk. The way my wheels work. Let's see if this will hold them up. I don't know how well that rudder thing gonna work. Seems like it's sticking out a bit.
I didn't get anything off of these.
Off of what?
Off these cameras. The only one I got was the one on my chest.
Well, this here is the maiden voyage. Let's see if this thing does me good or does me crazy. It's a little tighter on the inside. I definitely got more up front. I can see the space is different up front. Look like we back at high tide again. I'm just looking at where the water is. All right, y'all, so we are out on the water with the new yak. Ready to explore. Pray that all things work. For the good. It's an overcast day, so shouldn't be too bad. This is new for me right here, y'all. I got a place to put my stuff, but that's on my phone. That ain't gonna work, huh? That's why you come out and you figure out what all the kinks are. But I will be able to reach that on my tournament days. So that's good. Oh, I didn't spray normally I spray my seat, y'all, with mosquito repellent. That Promethean. Keep the mosquitoes off of my behind. So I gotta make sure I do that. So once again, this is why you pre-fish with stuff, right? You can't just go on a tournament. It's something you ain't never tried before. You wanna see how everything comes together. And see if it will come together. And I got a rudder for the first time. There's some old new stuff, so let me see how this works. Oh. But don't go in too far, that's for sure. So literally, I guess I could put my rod out here, but that ain't real stable, so I don't know about that. This might not be a good idea. Unless I got this right here. This is a rod hole. Oh, I see. Now my rod is in place. Let me drop my rudder. All right, so the rudder's in the water. Now I knew it was gonna be overcast, but it's kind of humid out here.
Oh yeah.
I wanna
By then, I want to catch him gone.
huh?
By then, I want to be catching gone.
Yeah, precisely. This is a good trial run. I want to explore that creek though.
The one that we came out of, or the other one?
The one right next to it.
Okay.
It goes down pretty far, so
Yeah, his house is back over here.
yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I need to see that. We can start where we started and see if we can't catch a snake real quick or something, but then I want to, you know, veer down there. I also got to adjust these pedals. But where? Further or back? That's what we got to figure out. So, let's try this, y'all. Because right now, it's got to be comfortable to me. Looks like there's some debris in the water right there. Oh, I ain't got to do that. Oh. So far, it's real stiff right now, so I guess I got to be loosened up some. I also got to adjust the pedal some more. And I want to be able to just nice and smooth transitions. I guess that's going to take a little bit getting used to. It definitely turns though when I move it. All right, but I need a little bit more leg. There's a lot going on right here, ladies and gentlemen. Huh? That's the one thing about being tall, y'all. Most things are made for short people, not necessarily tall. See, if I'm right here, can that be a smoother transition for me? Let's see. I've always wanted a rudder. I just hope it's beneficial, man. As far as not, I hope it comes all the way up out like it's supposed to. Because it seemed like to me, maybe I got to figure out how to put some oil down there, some silicone, and get that a smoother operation going on. It don't take much. Let's put a little speed on it. Now I don't have any of my charts or graphs or power. I haven't set up power on it yet, so that's my next move. But I just want to make sure that this engine is going to be good for it. I can do what I got to do and not have to worry about anything. Now I got to make sure my engine is secure though, because I don't have the capability now to put my foot on top of it while I'm moving, so let me lock that in place. I even wonder if I can take it out. One more turn. Put you at the end here. One turn. And I'm right there on the edge. So push left to go left, push right to go right. Let's crank it all the way up.
Run.
I tell you what, it is refreshing that I don't have to put my my paddle down. So, and I always knew an artist would give me that convenience. It's real touchy though. Son? Feels weird, right? I don't have to use my paddle no more. I almost don't know what to do.
I do.
Hey, I know. I'm just trying to get used to this. It is touchy though. All right, y'all. So look, everything looks like it's working pretty good right now. The rudder's a little bit tight. You know, it's real. It's not precise, but like I said, kayak run about $2 grand, so it does what it's supposed to do. I gotta get used to the fluidity though. So I want to make sure that maybe I put some silicone, something to make this thing slide a lot easier. You know, as well as pull my rudder up because it's kind of tight right now. And you want to make sure it's all the way up, or it's going to drag on the ground. That's not efficient. But it's like no way you can really kind of test these things out other than to get them and then complain about it, I guess. Say, hey, this ain't working the way it's supposed to work. But I haven't heard anybody's complaints on it, so we'll see. But anyway, we out here, man. So now we're gonna see if we can't hit this creek and you know, see if I can't catch a fish on my maiden voyage. All right, I'll be back with y'all. I had a guy comment on one of my posts talking about, you know, you take away all that technology and you're a true fisherman. I was like, first of all, you can have all the technology in the world, but technology don't put a fish on the hook. You know, what technology does is helps us eliminate water. You know, and put you in places where you can see that there are fish are around. But that don't put fish in the boat. I have been through many places where I saw the fish and not one. You know, and I threw the kitchen sink at them. So, you know, it's archaic to think that that's the way it always has to be. You just got to go out there completely blind. You know, fishing has changed since I was a child. You ain't got to go out there blind now. You can actually see if there's structure. You know, I mean, who wants to spend half a day fishing somewhere where ain't no fish? Now you got a 100% body of water. The fish may not be but 20% of it. You know, and if you sitting there, when you look at this, you can't tell what's high, what's low. You have no idea. You don't know if you're in 6 feet, 2 feet, or 50 feet. So it only makes sense to have some knowledge while you out here. I've not seen one pro fisherman not have technology to help them with their craft. As simple as that. You know, so whatever you're doing in life, be well versed in it. You know, figure out how to work smarter and not harder. You know, that's one of the biggest problems out there. Everybody trying, well, you know, that's cheating. That ain't hardly no cheating. I'm trying to figure out how to be smarter at what I'm doing so that I can be more productive. Now, if you just don't care, you know, you just want to be out to be out, and then stand on the shore. If you can fish that way and not know what you're fishing for, or you can come out in the water with your boat and never cut your stuff on and just hope you catch something. Hope you're in the right spot. So yeah, quick lesson, right? Don't be afraid of technology. Don't be afraid of doing your homework to make sure you're doing the best you can to make sure you can get the best results for whatever it is you're doing. Don't let people sway you. You know, that's my main point. Don't let them sway you. Just do what you think is right. Do what you feel is the best. All right. I can see where we're getting just a bit shallow. And once again, I got polarized glasses, so I can see that. You know, so I know where I am. All that stuff helps. Whether you believe it or not, whether you want to believe it, it really don't make a difference, but all that helps. And so as long as it helps, hey, that's what I'm doing. I want to make my job easy. Well, let's see if I can't get the stank off the new boat. And it is considered a boat because I got an engine on it. But take the engine off of it, and it's a kayak again. According to the states. That's why they make me register them. Let's see how she paddles. She paddles pretty good. Still kind of drifts. But it is a fishing kayak. I got my new yak box full of my stuff, but truthfully, I don't like where this is, so I'm gonna move it. I wanted to come back here. That way it's not in my way. I'm gonna paddle. And I really shouldn't have my motor on through all this grass because it's gonna mess up my, I had to clean my engine out. One thing about these Bixby's, they go through, but they don't cut up. They don't cut the grass like the trolling motors and stuff do. Right now, I'm throwing this tic-tac in a way that it's like a fleeting fleeing bait fish. Nice, quick, jerky movements. You know, like it's in trouble, right? It's in distress. Fish like, they like to eat fish in distress. Seems like an easy mark for them. Oh, something hit. Uh-oh. Got the first fish on the boat. First fish on the boat is a fat little bass. Looks like a perch. Of course, the first one is a minnow. I thank you, Junior. Matter of fact, I gotta take a picture of you since you're the first one. Yeah, such a monster on the boat. Thank you, Junior. Oh, let me make sure I'm filming. I don't need to know. Let's do it like this. Thank you, Junior. Well, now that we got the first on, let's buckle down and fish. That thing, he hit it as soon as it hit the water. I'm just cruising right along, looking for some good clean water. As you can see, it is super muddy. Well, this is the first time I'm fishing and moving along. That's wonderful. That's a wonderful thing.
Where that bend, where that first set of docks were,
Yeah.
that's it. And that long dock wasn't there.
Well, I guess we kick back.
We traveled pretty far up in here, but this water being extremely muddy.
Yeah, they not budging. So I will go back to where the water's clear. Well, this has been one tough bite, ladies and gentlemen. I kid you not. Well, this has been a great day for checking out the kayak. It did what I wanted it to do. Hasn't been such a great day on catching no fish. They don't seem to be biting in all this muddy water, but even in the clear area. Like I said, I seen a couple snakes earlier, but they just wasn't biting. Right now, ain't nothing biting, period. Ooh, let me get out of this. Like I was saying though, it's been a good day. We accomplished what we set out to accomplish. Got a chance to look at the kayak, feel it out. Now I gotta sit there and I gotta set it up, get some power in it and all the stuff that I need to be successful on the water. We would do those things. Maiden Voyage got a nice little tiny bass minnow. But hey, that's what's up. So look, y'all been with me, you know what time it is. It's Red BigJohn. Always remember to keep the Lord centered in your lives and keep your lines tight. God bless. I'll see you next time on the water. I ain't going nowhere. Well, what a day, man. I just got asked the question, was it a good day on the water? And I told him, every day is a good day. Any day above ground, it's a good day. Doesn't really matter what happened during that day. If you still alive, if you still got breath, let me just tell you, it is a marvelous day. Got a chance to check out the new kayak. For the most part, I'm pleased. The only issue that I have is the rudder. I guess it got to be loosened up, some play for the, I guess it's tight right now because it's never been used, but it feels like it's all the way in the up position, but then when you get out and you realize it's dragging, it's not in the up position. So that's the only thing I need to work on. I need to put my power on it, but for the most part, I would say I'm 85% pleased. That 15, because that rudder means everything. I've been looking for that. And there's always trying to find one that's out the way. So that one's out the way, but it has its cons to it. So, all these bugs are messing with me now. So, I got to roll. Anyway, you know what time it is. Thanks for hanging out with me. As always, it's Red BigJohn. Always remember to keep the Lord centered in your lives and keep your lines tight. God bless. I'll see you next time on the water.